your bigger picture is winning a Big Ten or a national championship.
Correct.
That causes me to ask, is that ever realistic? Now, I know it's heresy for me to say this, but is that ever realistic given the population base of Iowa and recruiting athletes? I know you recruit nationally, I understand that, but not like a Texas. And is it realistic in the terms of TV market here that you will ever play at that level?
Allow me to tell you the way I approach this. It isn't just to win a Big Ten championship or a national championship. I expect us to win championships, graduate every student athlete, and conduct ourselves in a way that every Iowan is proud. Is it possible to do all those things? Yes. Is it going to be a challenge? Absolutely. We do have, so the challenges we have, our population base, et cetera, but I'm of the makeup. I took a job at Ford Motor Credit Company right out of high school, or right out of college. My goal was to become the president of Ford someday. I think if you don't set your goals at the highest level, you're never going to achieve them. And so, yes, when we hired Fran McCaffrey, he said to me, I want to win a national championship at Iowa. And as long as we graduate our student athletes and we're striving toward that national championship and we do it the right way, we're going to continue to push toward that big goal. And along the way, my guess is we'll do better than we ever did because we're shooting for the top.
Mr. Pollard, Iowa State, over the years, over the decades, Iowa State has had trouble moving into the upper echelon. You're there now, but can you ever be at the top? That's the basis of my question, because of what I said to Mr. Barta.
Absolutely, because again, as Gary said, it's my guess is the question to most is framed in a football sense. But we represent 400 and some student athletes at each of our institutions, and they've won national championships in wrestling. We've won them in wrestling. We've won them in cross country. So there's other sports that have achieved at that level. Football is tougher. It's tougher because of the demographics. The most skilled football players are coming from Florida and Texas and California, and so both of our institutions are further removed. But it's not out of the question. University of Oregon has been in the hunt the last 3 of the last 4 years. So,
but do you need a T. Boone Pickens who contributed big time to Oklahoma State, or the big oil money that fuels Texas athletics?
I tell every employee that starts at Iowa State in the athletics program this: if it was all about money, then certain schools would never have to make a coaching change. And it's a cliche, but it's about your people. And our margin of error may be a little slimmer, but if we get the right people, we can do extraordinary things. And I think that's a big part of the reason Iowa State's had the resurgence. Based on some of the coaches we have right now, they're the right people for Iowa State.